We've just pulled over. We're driving towards the Giant's Causeway now. We're staying here in Portrush, and this is the famous golf course, the Royal Portrush. One of two fantastic golf courses in Northern Ireland. This golf course is the host of the Open next year. What a beautiful venue. I think I'd probably take about 300 to go round that course. It looks extremely hard. The fairways unbelievably narrow. This is the Northern Irish equivalent of the North Coast 500 without so many motorhomes and grockles taking the route. So we're heading towards the Giant's Causeway now.
You had to think then, didn't you?
I did. So that's where we're heading to now. Beautiful day. Hopefully it was worth the stunning drive.
Dunluce Castle.
The remains of Dunluce Castle, sat on the cliff there. Beautiful. We've just parked up along the Causeway coast here. It's about a 3.5 mile walk along to the Giant's Causeway. Just over there on that outcrop we got the mighty Junswat Castle. Quite an impressive structure. Just starting the 3.5 mile hike to the Giant's Causeway. So a little 7 mile round trip, so it should take us about half an hour. So what about this for a view of the Northern Irish coastline on the Causeway coast? What a stunning piece of coastline this is. I said it was going to take us about half an hour to do this walk, but we keep on stopping and we've only come about 100 yards so far. So I've now changed that estimate to about 5 hours. It's beautiful here. Another cliff here going down to the sea below. You can see even here they got the columns rising upwards, an indication of volcanic activity. As you can see, it's not just the Giant's Causeway where you can see volcanic activity, it's also here. Again over there, more indication of volcanic activity. If you are intending to come in here to the Giant's Causeway, I would highly recommend this walk. It's a lot nicer than parking up in a busy car park and walking down a few steps to it. Takes a bit more effort, but it's worth it. Fantastic granite steps on this Causeway coastal path. I think we've worked off our breakfast somehow. Islands of Scotland there in the distance. Rathlin Island and the west coast of Scotland there in the distance. Volcanic columns all the way down that cliff there. Wow, look at this coastline. Footpath down there, just along the edge.
Well, this is one of the most stunning walks that I've been on. Get out of the way. It's such a pain. Look at this beautiful view. Going in the opposite direction now we are. So today we couldn't get all the way to the rocks on the Giant's Causeway, so we're going to do that tomorrow, and the reason is we are off to the rope bridge. We've booked a time slot there to go across the rope bridge called the Kerrick. What's it called? Kerrick La Ride, is it?
close enough.
He's completely ignoring me. What
No,
are you
it's close
eating?
enough. Just trying the
It's a stupid
bit of
shit.
shrub.
This stuff, it's beautiful. This yellow scrub, but it's actually toxic to animals. I was reading the other day.
So we won't be making a salad out of it.
No.
later.
So don't let your dogs eat this. But it is beautiful here, and we'd recommend you all to come and visit Northern Ireland.
We are just in the car park now and walking to the rope bridge. Apparently it's about a 20-minute walk. So we're just hoping it's not raining. At the moment it's not raining, but there's some dark clouds around, and they tend to follow us everywhere. As you can see, the entrance into the Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge is actually really nicely maintained. Fishing boat there. Don't think that's seaworthy. So off we go. As you can see, the pathway here to Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge. It's actually quite a long walk. You can't get any closer to it than this, so if you do have any walking difficulties, do bear it in mind, because it is about a 20-minute walk. I think that's where the bridge is, over there in the distance, where you can see the bodies on the top of that rock.
Live ones, I hope.
Live bodies. The dramatic coastline here. Still obviously on the Causeway coastline, right at the north of Northern Ireland. And it's a beautiful, stunning coastline. We've had such a fantastic day walking along the coastal route today. And that's the rope bridge down there that we'll be crossing in a minute. As you can see, it's actually quite a popular destination, this. The footpath leading down to the bridge, the steps leading down to it. There's quite a few pathways leading off from here, so you can obviously take different walks around here. There we go, we've got a viewpoint 1 kilometre that way. Not sure we got time to take it, but we might well do. There we go, that's the rope bridge just down there. Quite impressive, I have to say. It must be at least 30 foot. So here we go, going across the rope bridge. Feels as bouncy as what you would imagine it to. Every pace you take it seems to be bouncing, but a great view. There's Denise over there, taking a photo of me taking a photo. So she's bouncing along. So that is it, about 30 paces. The bridge looks better from the other side, because you can see down into the cliffs here, and the fantastic colour of all the different, I'm guessing some sort of algae growing on the rock face. The colours are amazing. Just down there it's some sort of lift to get a boat in and out of the sea, and oddly enough down there it looks like there is a property with obviously the winch to get the fishing boat in and out. Yeah, the fisherman's cottage. See, I am a little bit weird, because living in a house like that appeals to me. Always has. Always been a bit odd. Impressive view here of the cliffs leading to the point over there. The walk you take to get here is up on that cliff's edge over there. It's that small white building. That's actually a coffee shop. That's where the car park is. So this is the furthest point to the small island that you get onto after crossing the rope bridge. Just over there is Rathlin Island, which we are going to make a trip over to. Just over there you can see Shitehawk Island. Just down there we've got a grockle boat, come to see the Fisherman's Island and the rope bridge. Nice way of seeing it. Denise getting a selfie on the bridge. Oh,
you.
with me.
You.
There we go.
So you've got the whole bridge out.
The view from down the bridge. There we go, that's the rope bridge down below us now. And the island's over there. We were just looking at this interesting structure there. I kind of thought it might have had some military history, but believe it or not, that was actually a lime kiln. Dates back to the 1900s. So I'm going to find out a little bit more about that. Really interesting. Just had a lovely coffee here. So if you've gone across the rope bridge and want, I can recommend this coffee house for coffee. It's lovely. There we go, there's the coffee house, and behind it the lime kiln. We are just walking down now to a structure that we saw when we were walking on the rope bridge, and it looks quite interesting, so we're just walking down to it now to see what it is. There's Denise holding my coffee. Hope she's not drunk it. No, it's still there. Walking down here now, this is actually a car park. Obviously it's not busy enough at the moment for it to be opened, but I'm sure when school's out, it's there you go, that's Denise's amazing singing skills in the background there. I pick up the pace so I can't hear it. So we're just walking down here now. It's an overflow car park, I think. I'm not sure what that was that running. Oh, it's a rabbit. We got a rabbit there. It's one of those famous rock climbing rabbits. In there.
Eh?
These rabbits there,
Oh, yeah,
they're actually famous for climbing rocks.
Oh.
There we go, look at it.
Look at him.
There we go.
Oh, what a sweetie.
There we go, he's gone into the rock there. They actually dig caves as well. So he's going into his cave complex. So what it was here is where I pointed out that lime kiln earlier, or just a minute ago in fact. The lime was quarried from here, or the limestone was quarried from here, taken up and obviously burnt in the lime kilns, and then apparently it was brought down here, loaded onto boats and taken it away. In actual fact, where that coffee house was apparently the weighbridge. So they would weigh the product after it had been in the lime kiln and take it down here, load it onto the ships and take it onwards to its destination, wherever that may have been. Quite interesting. You wouldn't expect to find such an industry on quite a large scale in a location like this. And apparently also here it was a location for the filming of the Game of Thrones. Obviously some sort of battle was going on here.
Larry Bain was the filming location for Renly Baratheon's camp near Storm's End in the Stormlands, and it is where we are first introduced to Brienne of Tarth.
There we go. You
I've
can
never watched Game of Thrones.
you can see that Denise is a massive Game of Thrones fan.
I have no idea.
So-
Never watched it. I don't know what it's about.
So she knew all about it before we actually arrived. This is obviously where they used to take the finished product down to be loaded onto the ships. So this is another part of the lime kiln complex here. Not been used for many a moon, but you can still see where obviously the lime used to come down here and obviously drop out of there into something or other. Probably before it was loaded. I'm not sure how they used to operate here, but it's quite a big complex. You just pan round. There's Denise learning to read. So, oh, she's doing her hair now. So over there in the distance we have Sheep Island. Apparently there's 300 breeding cormorants on that island. 300 pairs of breeding cormorants on that island. If you enjoy watching our videos and would like to see more of our travels, then click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's free to do so. We are just back to the car park now that we've stopped in while we've been looking around, and you can just see out there, just out to sea, we've been watching this cloud getting closer and closer to us, and I think we got back in just in time. A few more minutes and I think they'll be upon us. It's quite spectacular, this coastal route. If you do get the chance to do it, I really would recommend. It's actually really impressive. I've heard some people say they expected it to be bigger. I'm not sure why they were thinking that. I actually think it's quite something. Definitely worth seeing, without a doubt. All the hexagonal columns coming up really are quite spectacular, especially when you think it's entirely caused by nature and lava flowing down, and then as it solidifies, cracking and causing this formation. It's quite something. There you go, that really shows all the hexagonal formations in the rock. Quite amazing that it actually solidifies in that way. As you can see, it's quite popular, quite a popular destination. Path that we are walking up there to get back to the cliff top, to walk down to where we parked up, probably about 3 miles from here. It's a coastal path heading round that headland there. A beautiful day, so onwards we go to the top. Almost towards the top now, just got a couple of stairs to climb. Well, a couple, maybe a few more than a couple. 80 so far. Yeah, it's an easy climb, as I'm sure you can hear. No problem at all. Not even out of breath. How many? 125. So how many do we have?
163.
There we go. 163. There's a causeway down there stretching out into the sea. A lovely walk here along the cliff's edge above the causeway. We are just almost back to the car park now that we've stopped in. That was a beautiful walk. Look at that, stunning. Look at the beach on this side. Unbelievable beach.